What's up, guys? So with the Marvel Studios, it's in a very tricky situation right now. It's because with Jonathan Majors, who's in a recent trouble with him getting arrested and being in his first court hearing, and whether to prove that he is innocent or guilty, or whether or not he's gonna get replaced as Kang the Conqueror in the MULTIVERSE Saga. And on top of that, with the Marvel Studios, I could be making some changes to their MULTIVERSE Saga timeline, Phase 5 and 6, and even with the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars as well. And so in this video, we break down everything that we know. If Marvel Studios is going to be making some big changes, and with this whole phase that what we might not expect for the Multiverse Saga, that if Jonathan Majors is going to get replaced as King of the Conqueror, and if Avengers 5 is going to have style change, and there's so much more to discuss as well. And so if you're new to the channel and enjoy stuff like this, be sure to subscribe with the bell so that was all on features. And so let's get switched. And now let's start off with everything that we know so far. And now if you've been keeping up to date with everything that's been going on, and with the Marvel series, I try to figure out what to do with Jonathan Majors, and what our options are for moving forward, with the King and the Conqueror and the Multiverse Saga. And recently with the Jeff Lemons, who recently left as a writer for the Kang Dynasty, and now this was probably before the writer strike. And now he was a writer for both Ant-Man, Quantumania, and Rick and Morty, and even with the Quantumania, which I found to be a good Ant-Man film, but it has flaws. But I love the King as a villain, and even with the King and the Conqueror, who might be replacing the Multiverse Saga. I love the Jonathan Majors as King, and whether Jonathan Majors is being proven innocent or guilty as the next court hearing, which is June 13th, and whether Marvel is going to replace him or not, and even make some big changes to the Multiverse Saga. And now this is coming from Joanna Robinson, who appeared on the Big Picture podcast, and she said that it was not the plan to make the King of the Conqueror the center of everything in the Multiverse Saga. And you know what she's saying here, and it's like with the Marvel Studios, they weren't originally planning for a King of the Conqueror to be the center of everything that we know for the Multiverse Saga, with the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, where King is going to be set up to be the next big bad, and with the Jonathan Majors going to be in that role. And it seems that, and with King of the Conqueror, who we first saw in the Loki finale as he who remains, and Ant-Man Quantumania as sort of like a king of variant, who is this a big bad place. I love the King of the Conqueror and Quantumania. I thought he was like, you know, terrifying, of course, but even so, with the King of the Conqueror, I thought not going to be center of everything. Maybe King of the Conqueror is probably not going to be the villain for the Multiverse Saga after all, and maybe probably going to replace another villain in there, probably like Doctor Doom, and plus he's like the villain of the Fantastic Four. He did a lot in the comics. And plus, if we take a look at the entire MCU as a whole, thought it's 11 years of work. And when Josh Brolin as Thanos, I mean, he dominated the Infinity Saga when he first appeared at the end of the first Avengers film, and with Infinity War and Endgame, he was the big bad who like snapped the half of humanity with the Infinity Gauntlet and the Infinity Stones. And with Infinity War and Endgame, those were two big Avengers films, like those were two big movie events. And now with the Multiverse Saga and with the Jonathan Majors, who might be getting replaced as King, or if became the Conqueror, was originally going to be a Marvel Studios plan to part of the Multiverse Saga as well. And even with the San Diego Comic-Con, it's like around the corner, and they still have yet have a ton of products to be announced, especially in their Phase 6 slate, and in between those gaps, and with so many projects that had to be announced for, let's say, you know, the X-Men, a Nova, or a Young Avengers project, and like so many more side projects and side characters, and that had to be announced in their slate. And even with Avengers 5, could have its title changed to you know, something else, and could have like, you know, like something else of like another storyline, and basically something else for the next Avengers film. And plus, even as we take a look at the future MCU as we know it right now, and with the Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige, they're like doubling down on quality over quantity, and just like, you know, slow down the releases of certain products, but putting it in a higher quality and focusing less on the quantity instead of putting out stuff all at once. And if we take a look over it right now, and the future of the MCU might not be so bright, it's because with the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, and with everything that we know about the Multiverse Saga, was originally going to be the plan for Marvel Studios with the even like setting up the X-Men, and like with the Fantastic Four coming up in February of 2025, and even with the King of the Conqueror, who is set up to be the next big bad, and even with Jonathan Majors, who might get recasted, and this could be leading towards a bad sign, and that with the phase 6 of the Multiverse Saga could be changed out differently. Even if you've been keeping up to date with everything that's been going on with the Jonathan Majors situation, he was in his first court hearing, and even with the Marvel Studios that is now involved in this situation that puts up like in like a very tricky one, and even with deal with Jonathan Majors, if he was going to replace, and even for what they're about to do and what's best for them moving forward, and recently with the Loki season 2, and the reason why we haven't got our first footage yet, it's because and it's a recent teaser. I think that was for first unveiled, and this is a presentation when they first showed it, and there was a mention or like one scene of Jonathan Majors' King or his King of variants in that first footage, and even with the Loki season 2 release, which comes out on October 6th of this year, and even the Loki season 2 that is coming out that it involves King, and even with the involving reshoots with the King of variant, and it puts me. I'm excited for the next season of Loki as well, and even if Jonathan Majors' King is not going to be involved in the next two phases, it could place the Multiverse Saga probably in like a tricky spot right now. Even with Loki season 2, as we've heard, and that like with the ending of the next season, like could be placing fans in question for what's next for King in the future of the MCU. If Marvel sees it is going to be replacing Jonathan Majors as King, and for what the next season of Loki is going to do next, or by how that ends, and even with so much more that we know, and even with the King variant Victor Timely in the next season of Loki. And now for my main takeaway from all this, if this is what was originally going to be a Marvel Studios' plan for the Multiverse Saga for the next two phases, and with the King of the Conqueror, that was not going to be the next big bad, or wasn't part of the plan for Marvel Studios, and that they're going to bring in like the next villain, and because I prefer for them to bring in Doctor Doom from the Fantastic Four. I mean, he had dominated in the Secret Wars comic storyline, and even like he's like the enemy for the Fantastic Four, and by bringing in Doctor Doom, I mean, I bet he would dominate the Multiverse Saga, and by bringing in a different villain, and even though Marvel sees a original plan, which I bet it involved something different, but I believe that if like I mean like King is not going to get recasted if Jonathan Majors is proven innocent. I mean like I think like King will move forward in the future of the MCU, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And yeah, with all this, I think we're about to wait until Comic-Con to wait on what Marvel Studios' plans are for the Multiverse Saga, and this is not going to be a original plan. If Kang the Conqueror is not going to be involved, if Jonathan Majors is proven innocent or guilty, and like whether or not it's going to get replaced, I guess we'll just have to wait and see from here on out, and await the release of Loki season 2 since and that involves King of the Conqueror, and I think by the end of the new season, I think we'll have to find out what happens to King next and the future of the MCU, and so this puts Marvel Studios in like a tight situation for what they're about to do with the Jonathan Majors, and even for what their plans are moving forward, especially with King the Conqueror and the Multiverse Saga as well. And so that's going to be for this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below, and what your thoughts on all this. If this was a Marvel Studios original plan, and what would you like to see happen in the Multiverse Saga? If Marvel Studios like continues the plan, even bringing like the next big bad that isn't King, let me know in the comments below. We can get this video a like and subscribe to our notification bell for future videos, and for updates always follow me on Twitter. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.